My approach on upgrading equipment really comes from the time that I spent when I worked right out here on the floor myself. You know, one of the things that I think sheet metal shops do is they buy a piece of equipment because it's so robust and it lasts forever, they never replace it. I worked on equipment that, you know, half the time I spent repairing it, I would get things jammed. I'd lose productivity because I'm working on a piece of equipment older than I am. So one of the things I pledged to myself at that time was if I ever got a chance to be in a leadership role, I would constantly replace equipment. Not just for the fact of, you know, or the sake of replacing the equipment, but to save time in the long run. You know, you spend $10,000, $15,000 on a small piece of equipment. It doesn't take very many man hours in the shop to waste away that $10,000 or $15,000 because you're constantly fixing and repairing. A lot of the equipment we have in our sheet metal shops aren't super high tech. They're solid state, they're really strong, really robust. But as far as high tech, you can really approach purchasing equipment for speed of use, integration, and how quickly you can get a new worker to use that piece of equipment at full capacity. How quickly can we rotate people in and out on that piece of equipment? If we want to run one shift, how quickly can we upgrade to 2 shifts and not lose any capacity through that piece of equipment?
To walk a shop like this and have such a penetration with our equipment, it makes me proud. It makes us proud to be associated with Pointer Sheet Metal, from a manufacturing side to an HVAC duct side to prefab to modularization to welding to stainless to specialty metals. It's fascinating to see the innovation that's here, the continuing strive to be ahead of the game.
So we send our shop staff, our shop foremen at different levels. Have been to Fab Forums, to Fab Tech, Autodesk University, to SMACNA classes. What I find is when our employees go elsewhere, I always ask them to try to grab one thing, learn one thing. Don't try to learn everything, but find one thing that would work at Pointer and bring that idea back. We may or may not utilize that information right away. We may or may not buy that piece of equipment this year, this month, but eventually we'll get to it. And what that does, for one thing, it upgrades our shop. Secondly, it gets employees engaged. And third, employees like to see their ideas translate to end results. It gives them satisfaction in their work. Yeah, they're getting paid a great wage here at Pointer, but at the end of the day, they want to be heard. It's an awesome way to get company buy-in, get employee buy-in, and when you have both of those things working at the same time, you have great results.